What is up, YouTube? That's here, bringing you guys another episode of In It to Wingett. It's the 4th of July, so I thought I was going to make something a little bit different, but I still wanted to play a couple more games with the team you've seen me use for the last few videos. It is going to be the Assault Vest Garchomp, Choice Scarf Arcanine, Leftover Celesteela, Focus Sash Kartana, it's the Electricium Z on Tapu Lele, and the Psychic Seeds Driftblim. I know that this team is kind of being worn out, I guess, but I want to make one more video with this team because I really do like playing with it, and after watching Nationals this past weekend, I feel this team is actually in a pretty good spot to be able to handle the current meta, so I'm going to make one more video with this team, and then we're going to hop on to something new. So, since we're still playing with this team, let's hop into some games and see if we can win some. Here we go. Alright, so our very first game is going to be going up against a Japanese player who has Whimsicott, Porygon Z, Tapu Lele, Alolan Muck, Pheromosa, and Tapu Koko. Very scary team, very fast team. Note that the Pheromosa and Tapu Koko are obviously two of the fastest Pokemon in the metagame, but also Tapu Lele and Porygon Z can also be holding a Scarf. There's also potential Trick Room or Tailwind from the Whimsicott, so this guy places a huge value on speed control. So what we're going to do is we're going to either try to match his Tailwind or deny the Tailwind, and I think I can go, like Driftblim I think is a pretty good Pokemon here if I get the Tailwind up. Note that the guy is using a QR team, and that the Whimsicott is female, so my Arcanine can attract it, but that's probably not going to happen in this game. I think I'm going to go Lele, Blim, Arcanine. That's my core that I'm looking at so far. Do I even want a Lele Blim though? I mean, I could just let him have the speed control, I think. But the thing is, that would lose to like Whimsicott, Porygon, because then he could go like Tailwind, Protect, and then he'd be in a super good spot. Oh, let's do that anyways. Let's go Lele, Driftblim, Arcanine. We got 20 seconds left. Who's the best last Pokemon? I'm liking it. I'm actually digging the Garchomp here. Yeah, let's go Garchomp as the last one. Garchomp's pretty good. There's so many special attackers, right? And Garchomp has an Assault Vest. It's pretty good. I would love to bring Kartana, just a little bit too slow. It's slower than Koko, slower than Mosa, gets outsped by Scarfmons. I think this is the correct 4. I would have liked to bring Steela. We have to assume that he's bringing Koko, so we're going to try to get the Koko off the board early. That is how we're going to be able to play this game. And, you know, let's see if we can win it. I'm really dreading the Whimsicott Porygon lead, because that lead can do literally anything. It could be Conversion Porygon, it could be Scarf Porygon, it could be Tailwind Whimsicott. There's so many like options that can happen. We can also see a potential like Whimsicott Koko lead and go for like the Z Nature's Madness or whatever. No, it's not Nature's Madness. What is it? Nature Power. Z Nature Power. So there's a ton of options that can happen. I think we'll be fine in almost any regard though. So we got Lele and Driftblim as the lead here versus Porygon, Pheromosa. He's leading with Porygon and Pheromosa. So this kind of sucks, but it's not really the end of the world. We are going to have to protect with Lele and Tailwind here though if we want to have a chance. I'm looking at this, right? See, if the Porygon Z conversions right now, I can't KO him next turn with Lele. But Lele has to do this. The good thing is, though, that Pheromosa usually doesn't have a ton of options to get in on Driftblim, so this should be a rather safe Tailwind, I think. I mean, let's see. I mean, worst case scenario, we get, like, Thunderbolted and by the Porygon and Ice Beam by Mosa, or Ice Beam by both of them, but I still have enough bulk to live it. So we're going to see, I'm assuming that Pheromosa is either a Life Orb, Sash, or Z move. So we'll see what happens. His team didn't really have any other standout Sash users other than potentially Tapu Koko. Maybe Whimsicott could also be holding a Sash too, but I think they're usually Mentor this time around. I was going to say this time around, but are we seeing a round team? Oh my goodness, a round team. I have not seen one of these this gen. Now, round is a move that gets stronger every time it's used, but I think it has to get used in the first place. Oh my goodness, I don't know what to say here. I'm just going to go for a Dazzling Gleam onto both of these guys, and then a Shadow Ball into the Pheromosa. So Shadow Ball's going to be hitting first, it's going to be breaking potential Sash. I'm actually starting to think it's Spexed. I should have seen which one used it first, because I would have been able to reveal Scarf, but anyways, we'll be able to know this turn. So we're in Shadow Ball onto the Pheromosa and Dazzling Gleam. That's very good that we blocked that. A round team. Like, I'm thinking one Specs and one Scarf. I'm actually thinking that it's like a Specs Mosa and a Scarfed Porygon, but I wasn't paying attention during the turn that they used it, because I was so blown away by the fact that round got used in the first place. I really do think that Porygon used round first though, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll be able to know after this turn. So yeah, Porygon's withdrawing. I guess we're not going to be able to tell, but you know what? I'm gonna place my bets that is a Scarfed Porygon, just because I really think it is. So here we go. And Driftloom uses Shadow Ball, so it's not Scarfmosa. I don't know, you guys watching the game can rewind it to find out. So Dazzling is going to come in from Lele. It's going to be able to finish off the Mosa, chunk the Coco, and it puts Coco within range for a Shadow Ball from my Drifloom. That's very good. And we're going to see if Porygon comes back out. We're going to see. Oh man, I'd hate to see Whimsicott right here, but it wouldn't really be the end of the world. It's going to be Muck. Okay. I'm going to Electricum Z that Muck. I wonder if that KOs. Because it's in the electric terrain. How funny is this going to be? So we're going to go for the Z Gigavolt Havoc onto the Muck, boosted by Thunder, and we're just going to Shadow Ball the Coco. Oh man, this is going to be pretty good. This is going to be pretty good. I hope it one-shots. It's pretty much just making it so I'm stabbing this Thunder. Or this Z move, so it's going to be pretty cool. So Shadow Ball's going to come in. This should be enough to KO Coco unless it's like a bulky variant. Normally it doesn't. Normally they're not bulky variants, so it's going to go down. So Coco goes down. Z Gigavolt Havoc, boosted by Thunder, being used by Tapu Lele in the electric terrain. This is going to be dealing a massive amount of damage to Muck. I would love to be able to one-shot a Muck. That would be so gratifying. Like, he set up the terrain for me. This is his terrain working against him. So, let's see how much damage we deal and place your bets, guys. I think I can do it. Show me the one shot. Show me the money. Oh, man, almost. That's funny. So, he's going to go for the knockoff. And knocking off a Drifloom that's already used its item, like, is not going to be enough to KO. Unfortunately for him, it's not going to be enough. And, he's going to send that Porygon. I really think that Porygon is Scarfed. Like, if I was a betting man, I'd say that Porygon is Scarfed. Because I really think he used Round first. Because I know Porygon gets Round. And I saw Round on Porygon and I was like, oh, I know that gets that. But then when Pheromosa used it, I was like, huh, that's different. So let me look at the two. I have Garchomp in the back. Which means I just want to deal damage to the Porygon right now. I think I'm just going to Protect with my... How many turns of Tailwind we got? We got one more turn? This is the last turn of Tailwind, right? Yeah, I'm just going to Protect with Drifloom for the last turn. And then I'm going to send in Garchomp, reset up the Tailwind, and I'll be fine. Cool. And we're not really going to be able to see if it's Scarf right here, but we'll be fine either way. I think I have Arcanine in the back too. So we're going to see what move he's locking himself into. So Psychic's going to come in onto the Porygon. I could have went for a Yellow with Thunder, but I value damage. And we get a special D-drop, which doesn't really matter. He goes for a Shadow Ball up onto my Lele, so he's deciding to use Shadow Ball here. Ooh, what? I'm at 1? What? Are you kidding? I'm just like at 1? Like I'm just chilling at 1 HP with my Tapu Lele. Like got the fake sash Tapu Lele. So I guess we'll just Protect with Lele. And, no, I don't have to Protect with Lele. I'm going to switch in Arcanine. And you may be thinking that that's stupid, but I want to see if he has Shadow Sneak. I'm just going to Tailwind again. Because then we'll be able to resend out the Lele, and that way, even if he has the Shadow Sneak, we're protected. Yeah, he just forfeit. That's a forfeit. We take those. There's no way he was coming back from that point, and, pretty good stuff. We denied the round, victory, and then we styled on him a little bit with that Gigavolt Havoc. So, pretty good game 1. We're going to hop into game 2 and see if we can keep the magic alive. Here we go. Alright, so we're going up into another game against an 1800 rated, it's 1803 rated Japanese player. We see Persian Feeny, Arcanine Kartana, Flygon, and Snorlax. And remember, the first thing you do when you check your opponent's team, when you're using my team, is to see their genders, because I'm using a Choice Scarf Attract Arcanine. And what do you know, we see 2 females. And note that the Flygon is a little bit of an enigma, because Flygons are usually Scarfed. So, you don't really want to try and fight a Scarf Flygon with your Scarf Arcanine. Flygon has a higher base speed, which means Flygon will usually just Earth Power you and you go down. But Arcanine is a really good lead here regardless. It's good against his Kartana, it's decent against his Arcanine, it's good against his Feeny. So we're going to go Arcanine as a lead. I think Arcanine's a pretty decent lead. I think we can go Arcanine, and I think I want to go Arcanine Lele, and then bring the Drifblim as the switch in, because I'm planning on switching on my Arcanine. So we go Lele, Arcanine, Drifblim, and then we need one more Pokemon. I still got 25 seconds. I'm looking at this. I'm actually thinking I like the Garchomp. Garchomp has Flamethrower for Kartana. It could fight the Flygon, I guess. It's good against Arcanine. It's decent against Persian. I have Dragon Tail for Snorlax. I think our Chomp's okay. I could bring the Kartana, but I'm not a big fan of Kartana mirror matches. I also don't like Kartana versus Arcanine. And against Persian, it would just be able to break out, it would be able to fake out my Sash. So I don't really like the Kartana here, and especially once you intimidate a Kartana, it's kind of neutered. So the Kartana is really just there to scare people, and it's good against things like Snorlax, but this guy's probably too high of level for me to just win a game with Kartana. So he's leading Feeny Arcanine, which is kind of like what I expected. So we're leading Arcanine Lele, and this kind of sucks because our terrain is not going to be active here, which means we're going to have to switch out, we're going to have to make some weird plays if we want to win this one. So we're getting an Intimidate off burst, so we're showing that we're showing that it looks like we're at least, it shows that we're potentially speed-natured, because why else would your Arcanine Intimidate go faster than Lele? Most people, that would indicate that you're using a Jolly Arcanine. So all the abilities are activating at the correct time, it looks like. So it looks like my Intimidate activated, then my Psychic Surge, then his Intimidate, so it shows he's running a bulky Arcanine. So I think I'm just going to switch out my Arcanine. Should I switch out my Arcanine, or should I just keep it in? I'll switch out my Arcanine. I'll switch it out for Garchomp. And I'm actually just going to pop the the Electricum Z Gigavolt Havoc onto that Feeny. I hope it can KO it. Maybe I should just double KO into the double attack into the Feeny. You know, I am going to. Arcanine's going to be going first. And I don't know, like, what KOs what, so we're just going to... I have not KO'd before with the Electricum Z on the Feenies. So what we're going to do is we're going to Flare Blitz into the Feeny and Gigavolt Havoc into it. Hopefully he doesn't protect. Yeah, I'm just hope... Yeah, he is going to go down. There's no way that he lives through this. So this goes in here, and unless, like, for some reason I lose a Speed tie and get snarled, that Feeny should be going down. Yeah, Feeny's going to be going down. So Feeny going down is absolutely massive because he's running out of things to be able to KO my Garchomp at this point. That was one of the few things that he had, like, Arcanine ain't winning any MVP battles versus Garchomp anytime soon. And unfortunately, my Arcanine is locked into Flare Blitz, and it's intimidated, but I think I should be alright. Let's see what his Arcanine's going to be going for after this Feeny just takes the big damage. Yeah, so Feeny goes down. I'm assuming that was a Specs Feeny, but we kept it extremely honest. We didn't need to make any hard reads. We just kept it honest. And he's going for a Z move on me. If he wants to KO my Lele, I really don't think that's the end of the world. Like, for real, I do not think that's the end of the world if he KOs me. And the only bad thing about this is I don't know if he's physical or special. Like, he's blowing a Z move, that's really cool, but I don't know if it's physical or special. This could be boosted off of Burn Up, this could be boosted off of Flare Blitz, this could be boosted off of Flamethrower or Fire Blast or Overheat, and well, I'm going to say he's physical, because that should have just KO'd me, right? So, we're just to save the Lele, I guess. Like, you might as well just switch out the Lele at this point, depending on what he sends out. I mean, I guess he could E-Speed. I think I'm probably just going to switch in either Garchomp. Ooh, I'm going to switch in Drifblim. I'm going to switch Drifblim then, I think. How do I want to deal with this? Alright, I think I'm actually just going to do this. I think I'm going to double switch. I'm going to switch in my Garchomp there. Which side do I want to switch in what? I think I'm going to switch Drifblim in on the left-hand side and Garchomp in on the right, because we'll be able to get a potential Rough Skin proc on that Persian. Yep, so just double switch. You may be thinking, why are you double switching? That sounds terrible. Well, I want to be able to use Will-O-Wisps. I want to be able to reset the terrain eventually so I can use my Drifblim's Unburden. So I think double switching, I have a decent lead, so I think I can get away with this. Also, this is saving my Arcanine and all of its raw power and its Intimidate for later on in the game. So Lele switching out, Arcanine switching out. We're getting a double switch in here, coming in with Garchomp and Drifblim. I think I should be alright. He's going for the E-Speed, so, you know, everything is going according to plan. Rough Skin is going to chunk that Arcanine. Let's see if he's fake outing my, what was Arcanine's Sight. Oh my gosh, he just goes for the rawest foul play onto what was my Arcanine, and it turns into Drifblim. Oh, that is a good play. That is a good play. He's going to be able to do it again, too. So I'm just going to waste his time. I'm just going to go for a Protect with my Drifblim. And I think I'm going to... Do I really just want to Dragon Tail it out? I'll just go for an Earthquake. It's fine. Just Earthquake, it's fine. He's probably just going to be foul playing my Drifblim. Or something else. He's withdrawing his Arcanine. Who's coming in to eat this Earthquake? This is actually pretty good for me, I think. Let's see what his Persian's doing. I want to see if his Persian is going for a... that U-turnish move. Yeah. Oh, he's just going for the foul play? Alright, cool. Hey, that's completely fine. We blocked that on purpose, you know? So Earthquake's going to come in. It's going to be doing decent damage to both these guys, breaking a Kartana potential Sash, you know, chunking the Persian, who has a very good defensive ability. It's just completely fine with me. I think I'm going to switch the Persian out, though. I think I'm going to switch the Persian out for Lele, just to... Let me look at this board. Is it okay if my Drifblim goes down? Like, technically it's not okay. But I technically don't need any speed. technically Lele's garbage. So yeah, I'll just switch out Drift Bloom for Lele just to activate my whatever ability. Activate the Unburden for when I need it, and I'm just going to Flamethrower the Kartana. He already Z-moved, which means my Garchomp should just be fine in any situation here. Unless he, like, crit Leaf Blades me, but I still think I can live a crit Leaf Blade. I'm really, really bulky, guys. He goes for the Foul Play onto the Lele slot. Once he's hit my Garchomp. Oh my god, he hit my Garchomp. That's not good. He's going to nuke my Garchomp. No, my little baby. Yo, he's going for a Smart Strike. Yo, dude, he's reading me. He's reading me so well. I'm assuming that's potentially... I'm not going to say it's banded. Because it's not Scarfed. It's Persian was faster. But it's really weird to see Smart Strike on Kartana in the first place. Smart Strike is not something that Kartanas really even use anymore. Like, I do. Maybe it was vested. Maybe. Anyways, we're going to KO the Kartana. He only has 2 Pokemon left. We have Garchomp and Arcanine and Drifbloom. Pretty good. So I'm just going to send the Drifbloom out now. Remember, we're saving our Arcanine in the back because he has to come in and waste his Intimidate right now. And that's completely fine with me if he wants to waste that juicy Intimidate. Now, I'm wondering if I should even, like, set up a Tailwind. I don't think I need it. Who's the priority target, then? Well, I got an idea. What we're going to do is we are going to Will-O-Wisp the Persian, which makes Foul Play's damage get lowered. And then we're just going to Earthquake. So it makes so our Garchomp lives through the Foul Play if this is the play that we're going for. He could also just... Well, either way, both my Pokemon should be able to live through the Foul Play if I burn the Persian with a Will-O-Wisp. That's the play. And he thinks I'm just going to Earthquake. I think his Arcanine's going to Protect. I think that's what's going to happen. Oh, no Protect. At least we hit our Will-O-Wisp. I hope that it's not a Lumberry Persian in a team that has a Feeny. That's what I really hope. Don't be a Lumberry. There you go. So you're going for the Foul Play? Cool. Don't kill me, though. Yeah, look how weak that is. He's going to take Rough Skin damage, and Burn damage, and Earthquake damage. Unless he's Flare Blitzing my Garchomp and, like, crits me into the ground. Don't crit my Garchomp. I need it. Don't crit my Garchomp. I need it. Don't burn me either. Whew. Whew. Even more Rough Skin damage. Everyone gets Rough Skin damage. Everyone takes Recoil. And Garchomp is legit running away with this game. So good. I love it when I can just, like, play really well, like especially against like high-level players. Like one of the main reasons why I'm doing so well this game is because this guy is such a high-level player. Like I know what he's gonna do because I'm also kind of high level and I would do the same thing. So we see the Persian activate the Super Berry. It's not really the end of the world. How am I gonna deal with this? I think the correct play is just to Shadow Ball the Arcanine to get that guy guaranteed off the board, and Earthquake's just solid again. He could Protect with Arcanine. It wouldn't really be the end of the world. I have such a huge advantage right now. It's ridiculous. Even if he Protect baited me, KO'd either one of my Pokemon, it wouldn't really matter. Because the Persian isn't really doing anything either. Arcanine is going to go for the Protect bait, so he is going to be KOing one of my Pokemon this turn, most likely. Let's see if he goes for a Foul Play on Drifbloom. It shouldn't be able to KO. He's probably just going to Foul Play the Garchomp again. Yep, there's a Foul Play on the Garchomp. He's going to take more Rough Skin damage. It's the 4th tick of Rough Skin. That is huge value on that ability right there. Garchomp's going to go down. He's going to take Rough Skin. He's going to take Burn. And this is, completely fine. So we're just going to come in with our Arcanine. Remember, we are Choice Scarf, and we are packing that juicy Close Combat. So we are just going to Close Combat the Persian. Even though its ability is Fur Coat, it reduces the damage of all physical attacks by half. We're still going to be able to just get in there and deal a ton of damage. So we also get a Juicy Intimidate off, which is not even really needed anymore. So we're just going to go for a Shadow Ball up onto that Arcanine again. Remember, our Unburden makes us faster than him. And then our Close Combat on the Persian, well, we're just faster than Persian too, because we're Choice Scarf. And Arcanine's going for a double Protect. It is unfortunately for him going to fail. Close Combat's going to come in on Persian. That is going to be super effective, picking up the KO on that guy. And I didn't really have to Close Combat, I guess, but I like Close Combat, and it's fun to mix it up every once in a while. Shadow Ball's going to go in onto the Arcanine, and we are going to be able to pick up the victory. Now, if this was a best of 3, I would not be showing that I had Close Combat, but I just felt like it. So I just would have used Flare Blitz as normal, because there's no reason to show your other moves like that if this was like an actual best of 3. But since it's a best of 1, since this is Battle Spot, I can get away with that type of stuff, and that is going to be all the games I have for you guys today. Happy 4th of July. I hope you guys enjoyed the games. Let me know what you guys think about the games and this team in the comments below. If you guys want me to make this team a QR code, I can make this a QR code because this team is actually a ton of fun to play with. You guys have seen over the past few episodes that it is a very good team, especially on the higher ends of the ladder. So let me know if you guys want to see a QR code of this. As always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.